Alright, y'all, it's Alchemy of Life back in the building. Haven't been gone too long, so today you guys are gonna see a kind of behind the scenes thing of how, you're gonna see me get ready. Like, when I do videos, I'm already set up, I've already done libations and stuff, but I'm gonna do the libations because I said I was gonna do those on camera from now on. And you're just gonna see how I get ready, then we're gonna get into the video, but we're gonna talk about the new moon in Aquarius. We're going to talk about what that means, the energy of that a little bit, not too much. And, whatever else. I'm drinking tea tonight. I'm drinking one of my homemade blends, Detox. I'm also going to get into my new ventures, what I'm doing, and what you can expect from me and the channel, from here on out until further notice. So, let's get started. So first, we're going to start by lighting our candle and smudging the space, and then doing libations, and then burning some money for the ancestors, and then we'll get into it. Well, we might burn some money for the ancestors at the end. Well, actually, no, I'll do that to start with, just to get everything cleared out. So this candle right here is a candle from Man of Letters. It is a black, organic, all-natural beeswax candle. It's the shit. Shout out to Keith, you to go. So I got a little bit of Palo Santo I'm going to start with. And with me, when I'm smudging my area, I just thank, the spirits for and everything for cleansing this. And I also state my intention to cleanse this area of all negativity, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna go with sage, because sage is that shit that knocks the house down. It's like, sage is like Ganesh, it's just fucking shit up. You don't need to do too much, just as depending on how big your space is, and, how much you want done. Generally don't need too much, you know. Shit. I could use that later. So today we're going to pour libations, Bobby Hemmett style. And what libations are giving power to, the spirits inside of you that you work with, that you invoke, you know, just giving power to parts of yourself that are, known and unknown type of thing. Because remember, all the deities, gods or goddesses, spirits and whatnot are just latent parts of you because you work with their aspects. You wish to become certain aspects of them, you know, not be like, but become. So that is a part of you. So You can say Ashe with me if you want. But I'm gonna start with alright. Ashe Thoth, Ashe Lakshmi, Ashe Ganesh, Ashe Anubis, Ashe Archangel Michael, Ashe Bastet. Uh, let me see. Ashe Kalima, Ashe Vishnu, Ashe Ancestors Known and Unknown. And then at this point, when Bobby Hemmett would get to the ancestors, he would have you call out your ancestors, because he normally has a bigger jug. He has like a water bowl. It's like this huge thing, and he has this big jug. And he like when he calls out a bunch of the spirits or gods and goddesses, and then when he gets to the ancestors, known and unknown, you start calling out your ancestors. Well, he'll call out his ancestors, and then he'll be like, okay, everybody call out your ancestors. You know, I'm just gonna go Ashe to my ancestors known and unknown, benevolent. Ashe means power, but it means a lot more than that. But at the very core, it means to give power to and reverence. And then, now we are going to learn some ancestor money. So, when I'm burning ancestor money, because you can do this, use these in rituals for yourself, or you can obviously use them what they're intended for. You can use them ancestor money in many different ways. You can use them in money rituals for yourself, for your ancestors, all that jazz, whatever. So, when I'm burning money to my ancestors, I like to fold it with it going out, because I'm sending a message out to them. And if I'm wanting to get a message, to me, or prosperity to me, because I'm utilizing it for me in a money ritual or whatever, I fold it to me. Just a little tip. And I also say, I also thank Jade the Emperor right here, because he is a deity, he is a spirit, he has an energy signature, he is the gatekeeper of all, of all currency, of all energy and money, and that type of thing. The energy of all of this type of energy currency, in which we utilize for, gain in our world. So you want to thank him for getting this message to your ancestors, or whoever you're trying to get the message to. That kind of, lightens the load, gets things, working. So I thank you, Emperor Jade, for getting this message to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown. We're going to do 3 today. Ashe. You can see it's turning green. That's how you know the spirit's working. It's going up. When that shit turned green. Conjure Queen taught me that tip. That's how you know you A1. Because it's just not even green, as you can see. It has a little bit of green on it, but for it to have a big ass hue of green, a big ass green light instead of red and smoldering instead of a light like this, that's how you know. And I also have some money over here and some other things I'm working with. Also, if I don't want to smudge sage or Palo Santo, I use right here rosemary, straight from the garden. It's been here for some months. The You know, that was the last batch from the garden we grew. Well, that I grew. That was all me. Alright, I'm back. So, we're going to get to the video. So today we're going to talk about, shortly, this new moon in Aquarius. So a new moon is a time to start new things, new endeavors. You should have already released what you need to release for that full moon cycle, and now you are ready to go on to new things, new manifestations, new this, new that, working with your ancestors to help, get them started, or, however. Always incorporate your ancestors in some sort of way. Even if it's just burning money to them and doing libations and keeping that there and burning that candle. I should have burned a white candle as well, but I'm burning what I got. Well, I have a bunch of white candles, but I got a black candle. I rarely have black candles. So this is what I've been working with lately. As you see, I have my spell jars up here. I do have those for sale. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on my new site that I'm going to put up a Wix site, or, well, actually I'm going to put that on the Etsy shop. That'd probably be better on the Etsy shop. And I have colloidal gold for sale on the Etsy shop that I will be putting up on there as well, that I need to, but I'm waiting on a label for them. Like I showed you guys the label that I did, or if I didn't, you can always go to my Instagram. I have many videos with my Instagram in there, and you can just go from there and look at the logo. You'll be able to see. But I've also been active lately with Adobe Spark, which is working with logos and different things like that. And how people make those meme postings, and like how a lot of the spiritual accounts do their posts, when they come up with the spiritual advice or whatever. It's done through a software like that, and I have the app on my phone. So I'm that's just a new endeavor that I've been working with that could potentially set it off for me in many different ways. So I'm working that angle. I also have my own, coming up with my own detox tea line and brand. So the alchemy of everything's going to be a part of that alchemy of life. I'm going to brand that as me, because alchemy is very vast. So in my way, I can get away with it. As most people, it will be better for them. They always say, "Oh, it's better to have a specialized knowledge or specific view for your brand or channel." But my brand is alchemy, and alchemy is very vast. It is many things, but in it you'll see my trademark. You'll see what I do, But I get to, get away with it because, like I said, alchemy is out there. It is the transformation of lead into gold, or into the lower frequency into the higher frequency. It is, it covers various vast topics. I picked a good one to be me. I picked a great name because it was fitting. So I'm gonna have the tea line. It's gonna start off with detox teas, and let me go get. So these are the tea bags. I'm gonna start off with using these tea bags, and then I'm gonna get different tea bags because these are kind of fragile, very fragile. Something that's more sustainable, but yet I can still utilize it the way I want to. So I'm gonna run the test on me and see how it works, and but I'm gonna be sourcing these herbs ethically, coming up with different mixes for certain forms of detox, general detox, deworming detox, like if you're going through a heavy parasitic detox, which I've been doing lately. I've been doing water diet, or AKA what people call the water fast. Been drinking a lot of water and haven't been eating. Today I broke it, my second one, by eating. It was just short 2 day. I think I went like 40, 45 hours, 48, between 40 and 50 hours without eating, just drinking liquids and supplementing. And it's running through me. Yes, you will go through a healing crisis, meaning that those toxins will run into your blood and you will feel sick. All that mucus is going to start to come out. That's a good thing. Just push it out. Get you some steam distilled water, vapor distilled water, or purified water. And yes, distilled water is a form of purified water. If you didn't know, it's the purest of pure. If you can get distilled water, get that shit. Or if you can get a water, alkaline water filter or a distilled water filter for your house, even if a small one just for your sink to where you use in the kitchen. Those are, very cheap. They don't cost very much. You can get one for like $100 on Amazon. Just do your research, research, and then find what's good with you. It's more expensive to get the whole house, done, but it's also gonna pay itself off as well. So do what you can do, you know. But yeah, I'm also gonna have everyday drinking teas because I'm a tea drinker. I love tea. I used to hate it. So my palate has definitely changed. Definitely changed as I gotten older because it was the health thing with the teas, like the herbal teas, is when I got onto this path. Is what really caught me, and then I just really started to just get hooked onto them, and now I'm sourcing these herbs and minerals ethically and in a great way to where I can just put them together and make them myself and come up with these mixes, in tea bags. And then I'll have loose tea mixes, which those might be a bigger hit, to where you can grind them up yourself, or you can get the herbs. You know, you can make your own mix. Get this herb, get that herb, get that herb. A fucking witch's brew. Do you, woo? Do you? That's gonna be a good thing that I got coming. But new moon, we're gonna talk about the new moon, which I should have talked about. But I forgot. Comment down below, like, subscribe, all that jazz. We hit over 200 subs. Yo, that's still fucking crazy. Let's get to 500, and from 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000, and then to 10,000. Let's go. This channel is growing. I feel like 2020 will definitely be the year I'm going to put in more work. I'm not going to say how much I'll post, but I'm definitely going to put in more work to get you guys more value. I've just been thinking about that lately. Like, I need more valuable videos. When I do videos like this, I feel like I need more videos with even more value. That type of thing that gets you a certain type of knowledge. Even if you can get it elsewhere, you can also get it here. But what else? What else do I have to say for today? Oh, damn, I lost myself. So the new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign, and air signs are the signs of communication. They are ruled by Mercury, aka the planet of communication. That's what they correspond and correlate to. So that means if you're also doing new things, it's a new time for new communications. Talk to that girl, that guy, or that person, whoever. Make that new business connection, and make that new friend. Just make that new connection. This is that time. These next few days before, like the few days before, and the few days after, and the current time right now. But really, all that matters is right now. But those days after will be right now, at some point. So that's what the energy of the full moon in a nutshell. There are other people that can explain that in depth, but in a nutshell, that's what that means. So be thinking. If you've been scared for a long time to talk to that person, the energy of today and the next few days will be a great time in assisting you in your intentions. It'll fucking pump that shit up. And watch what happens if you just stay positive. Watch what happens if you become unattached with the outcome, which can be difficult, very difficult, but it can be done. You'll, see that, ooh, shit. I this person does want to talk to me, or I'm gonna get that sponsorship, or I'm gonna be able to meet that new business associate and take my business to the next level. And speaking of sponsorship, I am reaching out for sponsorships. You know, just to help the channel out, just to help myself out. Because I'm looking at things that I already use, and I've already, you know, showed you guys that, hey, I use this supplement, just because I use it, and I particularly like this brand because they're the shit. So whether or not they sponsor me, I'm gonna still use it. Just like let me see, I'll be right back. I reached out to the company that does this brand of chloroxygen, chlorophyll drops. I reached out to them, have not gotten an email back, but fuck it. I'm gonna put more out there. I did that a couple days ago, so who knows, that energy is already out there, so it's gonna manifest. Watch. We're gonna be getting a sponsor. They're gonna oddly like what I'm doing and say, hey, let's get together, let's do something, we'll send you some stuff, yada yada yada. But I'm already out, I need to order some more. But I'm gonna fuck with them no matter what, because their brand is called iHerb, or no, Herbs ECT is the brand. And you can go to their site, and they have a bunch of, like I did the other day, they have a bunch of great stuff. Shout out to Isabel Montero, aka Empress9 on YouTube, and she's on Facebook as well. When we did our last detox, 3-day detox, she said she recommended this brand multiple times, and I went and got it, and it's great. Get that plant melanin in you, and it help your melanin, and help your DNA, and bring oxygen to your blood, all that jazz. On that note, guys, before I leave, I'm gonna take some iridium because it's been a little bit, maybe 2 days, been lacking. I'm gonna lucid dream like a motherfucker. I'm convinced if you mix iridium and mugwort, and you're already trying to lucid dream, or you're already trying to have better dreams, my god, like, I know what they both do, and I know what iridium does on its own, because your brain is made up mostly of iridium, and it's dry weight. So when you feed your body that mineral, come on, you'll be out of there. That's another way we can control our reality, is through lucid dreaming. So that's another tip. But Alchemy of Life, guys, I'm signing out. Peace. I love y'all. Let's do this. 2020 is going to be amazing. 2020 was already amazing. I'm going to say it right now. It was already amazing. I'm already ready for 2021. That type of shit. I'm already manifested my whole year. So let's go. So this will be the time to write down new goals and start them, and see where you'll be at in a few weeks when you need to evaluate those things and release some shit when the full moon comes around. That's when the parasites will be stronger. That's when you don't want to detox. So this is a great time to detox, is around the new moon. The full moon is when you should be chilling out. That's when all the crazies come out. That's why they say that. Peace. I love y'all.